I'm back. It's 10:01 p.m. at night. So they keep on freezing my phone and freezing my phone camera. Um, they're freezing my phone camera and freezing my entire phone and vibrating my body. So what I was trying to say was that Stefan Adams and Star Bricker were gossiping about me again today and falsely talking about me being cruel and mean and rude. You know, so people, they applaud and praise my twin sister for all the cruel stuff that she does to me on purpose. But y'all calling me cruel and rude for documenting her bullying and gang stalking me? And then Star Bricker try to falsely make it like as if what happened to my twin sister, that I made it all about me. When I apologized for my mistake and said that, I did not realize that my twin sister was in an abusive relationship and that she cut herself because the girl that girlfriend or whatever got her drunk. When I saw my twin sister saying, "Oh, she's a thought," I thought she was talking about me. Why? Because they were like making up false rumors, lying and saying that I had sex with somebody by St. Germain Apartments in Harvey. Falsely accusing me of being a prostitute and everything, and laughing and thinking it's funny. And I never set foot by St. Germain Apartments on Manhattan Boulevard in Harvey. I never went there. And I had never heard of that rumor until a couple of months ago, when a month or two ago, when she lied and said that. So I mean, yeah, Star Bricker tried to falsely make it like as if what my twin sister went through last night, that I made everything about me. And as I said, I thought she was talking about me, because her channel is dedicated to trying to discredit and slander and gang stalk me. And I didn't know what was going on, because as I said, I do not follow my twin sister microscopically. I'm sitting here struggling to survive my life. And nobody called my twin sister cruel. Nobody called my aunt cruel when my aunt refused to let me stay by her and then slammed the door in my face. And y'all all thought I got what I deserved. And she laughed, my twin sister laughed right along and made memes and jokes and made fun. All those times I was homeless on the street struggling, and my twin sister would, tell everybody, "Don't help me." Or when I'm sitting here suffering in a fucking tornado, and she's telling everybody, "Don't help her, she's scamming people." Or when my organs are being squeezed with the directed energy weapons, and she will laugh and mock and lie and say that I'm faking for attention. Y'all have no idea how badly I'm suffering. But how is it I'm considered cruel for documenting gang stalking? That makes me cruel to document gang stalking and being bullied and mobbed. I'm not shutting up, and you're not going to try to make me feel guilty. So, speaking of that, I did not realize that the new girlfriend. I'm sorry. I forgot to say that. I'm gonna say in the video before last. The video that I did. Was it earlier today? Yeah, it wasn't the previous video, but the earlier today when I did a video, and I forgot to mention about how my twin sister's, one of her ex-girlfriends, Alcia or whatever, you know, handled up on my twin sister in her own house, her own apartment in 2010 when I was there. And my twin sister was defenseless and scared. She was defenseless and scared of Alcia. And Alcia handled up on my twin sister in her own house. But later on, like a couple of days, I don't remember how long I stayed in 2010. But I didn't stay very long. And I was extremely depressed and everything. And I started to go back to school. And that was the last time I saw the kids. And then, you know, a day or two before I left, when she was living in Georgia at the time. Stone Mountain, Georgia. And she had, my own twin sister, she sat there and was defenseless and scared about Alcia handling up on her in her own house. And then after Alcia left, she was like, me and you could have jumped her. Well, you don't need any oh yeah, you got your flying monkeys, but you would beat me up and fight me one-on-one. Like in 2005, just before Hurricane Katrina, she physically abused and beat on me and punched me in the nose so freaking hard that I drove home crying. And I don't even remember what the argument or the fight was about, but she punched me in my nose so hard that she could have broke my nose. And I didn't even hit or fight back. You know, so, excuse me. And she's so bold that when the biological mom, Frances, was alive, she nearly succeeded at knocking the biological mom, Frances, off the balcony. But both of us are defenseless and scared of the biological sister, Ramona. But, you know, the biological mom, Frances, when she was alive, I think it was in 2007, me and her had like a push and shove match. But it wasn't serious. So we were mad, but it wasn't like life-threatening, you know. But I was surprised that the biological mom, Frances, had a whole lot more physical strength than me. And I almost start to feel like she fight worse than a man. But and then 2010, around Labor Day, me and the biological mom, Frances, had, I don't remember if it was another push and shove match or something like that. But, so I ain't no better. I ain't perfect. But as I said, the foster mom manipulated and brainwashed my twin sister to hate me and think she's better. And at the same time, she brainwashed us to disrespect and hate the biological mom, Frances. And I'm deeply sorry for that, you know. So, but, yeah, I don't know about Yvonne, but Brandy would be scared of, Ramona and Monica, the two females in the family that I know she's scared of. And I don't know if she would be scared and defenseless against Rebecca, but, two females in the family, she's scared of, Monica and Ramona. But I don't know if she'll be scared of drunk lady Yvonne, you know. But, she'll fight me. She'll go up against and fight me, Wyatt, and Sean. But I was surprised to hear about that fight with Mark. But I thought there was a point in time she was defenseless and scared of Mark. You know. So, but I know the entire family is broken and dysfunctional and everything, you know. But Ramona fight worse than a man, and me and her have plenty of altercations, because the family would use humiliating violence to try to punish and control you and keep you in the line. And the fake foster family is the same way. So, I mean, and my family, if they put their hands on me to use violence, it's no mercy. They will fight me. They will fight me and handle me like as if I'm not related to them. And I'm supposed to be defenseless and scared against my own twin sister and not being able to fight back. And mental health counselors used to try to tell me that I need to learn how to stand up to her and everything. Or they would try to make it like as if I allow myself to be abused and taken advantage of. So, but yeah, I forgot to mention that the Elsia girlfriend, with the ex-girlfriend Elsia had handled up on her, but and then there was the girlfriend Arlene who beat her up and drove around in her car butt naked and everything. So, excuse me. And my twin sister would rather go to bat for and defend and agree with strangers. Like she was encouraging, like she was on the neighbor's side against me with being wrongfully gang stalked and nearly murdered. Gang stalked out of my apartment and nearly murdered. And then she falsely accused me of lying about that. When I had all the stuff like documented just about every day. Almost every day. And she defended and agreed with the Smoothie King girl and everybody else against me. And she defended and agreed with those 5 boys recently. And she defended and agreed with the cops, siding with everybody else except her own twin sister. And then her flying monkey cult followers are helping her to bully me. And so yeah, the fake Stephon Adams perp and the fake Star Bricker perp sitting there, falsely accusing me of being selfish and cruel and everything. But like, what about all the cruel shit y'all do to me every damn day? Y'all hypocritical. And Starbricker tried to compare herself to me by bragging about how the only time she has ever been in a courtroom was once for jury duty, and then trying to make it like that I'm the stupidest person in the world because of having to go to jail or go to court when this was part of the gang stalking setup. Because perps were in the jail dorm. They were in the jail dorm before I got there. They were already planted there. And the cops were perps. So yeah, and then certain situations that I've gone through, my twin sister would do like whatever other narc would do. Brag about, oh, no sympathy from me. No sympathy over here. Like, nobody's saying anything about my twin sister being so cold and abusive and sadistic towards me. But of course, her fake cult followers will try to falsely paint her as the good one that's deserving of support and compassion. And then while they sadistically bully me and like as a psychological, mental, and emotional and spiritual version of taking turns kicking me in the head as hard as they can. Like as if they stand in line and take turns kicking me in the head as hard as they can. Or take turns getting a lick off of me, pretty much. And so, Starbricker is part of that fake Mormon cult. But then bragging about how she knows she's saved and going to heaven. But if you were righteous and saved, you wouldn't be criminally stalking, following, and harassing and trolling people, and cyberbullying people for so many years. How about y'all go to jail for y'all stalking and trolling and harassment and everything else? They are vibrating my body so bad. And it seems like they want to force themselves to intervene in between me and my twin sister's twinship. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep us further divided. And as I said, I cannot believe my twin sister being so cold-hearted, cruel, and she's the one cruel and cold-hearted and sadistic towards me, with no empathy, no sympathy, no compassion, no mercy, and she's not to be trusted. Because my own twin sister has done things where she would try to set me up. So, I mean, bad things happen to me, and my twin sister would be celebrating and rejoice at my suffering. And her cult followers join right along. But they try to find innocence in all the cruelty and abuse that she does to me. But, I can order a buy one, get one free sandwich. And if I share it with another homeless person, the online person would complain and say something about that too. That's a good deed, But they will have something to say about that too. But y'all are ruining innocent people's lives, I mean, if y'all wouldn't use like the gang stalking network as a whole, if y'all wouldn't use directed energy weapons, noise campaigns, poisoning and gassing people, and doing whatever it takes, then, a person would not have to be forced to be homeless. You don't consider it cruel for the fact that my twin sister sitting there sadistically forcing me to stay homeless? Other sets of twins, they live together. But if I was forced to if I had to live with my twin sister, I would have to end up being subjected to abuse. She would confiscate my phone and not allow me to have a phone. She would rob me and try to think she got the fake authority to confiscate my paychecks. Like my entire paychecks, and leave me with not one penny, and won't even let me eat. She used to take Sean's money and wouldn't let Sean eat. And then calling him greedy. And the biological brother Sean would say that Ramona would take all of his money, and then if he tried to go eat, he demonstrated to me that she would say, "One bread, Sean, one fucking bread, Sean," meaning that he's only limited to one slice of bread, but you're sitting there taking all of his money, and then you call Sean greedy, with his own freaking money. So I'm glad that Sean, finally got his own place and can be independent and live by himself, because that's something we both wanted. And they kept on coercively infantilizing us and treating us like punished kids with no rights. Excuse me. So I don't know. It seems like as if the perps are trying very hard to leave me in no other position but to just die. So I said that if any of y'all do not hear from me, after Friday, if any of y'all don't hear from me, after 48 hours, that means I'm either jailed, institutionalized, or dead. And is this what you really want for your own twin sister? And I don't have any recollection of ever calling the police on my twin sister trying to get her put in jail. Same thing with let me think. Well, in 2001, I called the police on a biological mom, Frances, a couple of times when we first came back. But the police said that there was nothing that they can do, But I was young and brainwashed, I shouldn't have done that. And in 2018, I didn't want to, but Pete was like very coercive and manipulative with trying to get me to call the police on Sean. But the police didn't. They said they didn't do anything, but they were stupid anyway, But Sean had just got out of jail, and it's like I feel really terrible, But nothing really happened to when I called the police didn't do anything, But I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish that I wouldn't have been manipulated into calling the police, But I don't have any memory of ever calling the police on my twin sister. I don't think I ever called the police on Wyatt. I never called the police on Ramona. I never called the police on Mark and all their beatings and abuse. But Brandy and Mark were the only two out of the family, and Pete too, a third one. Make jail threats or threats to get me locked up in a mental institution, and they would make those threats all the time, thinking that they could try to keep me under control or keep me in line. And it's like the family have like an unnatural kind of hatred towards me, not an ounce of love. And they got strong, like vicious hostility towards me and want me punished undeservingly. And some of the hate comes from way back in like kindergarten. Like Mark is still bitter towards us. From Mark and Wyatt and them, they're still bitter towards us or act like they don't trust us, all from kindergarten. But the foster mom had us all freaking manipulated. She ran her own household like a cult and kept us in fear. And wanted us to spy and snitch on each other and betray and backstab. And then she would punish us when we argued, fussed, and fought. And I experienced like a lot of physical abuse from the fake foster mom Adrian Felder 7 years old, I think the abuse was the worst. When she would pull my pants and underwear down, and then throw me on the couch, and then sit on my back, and then whip me really hard with the belt every day in 2nd grade, and then put welts on me. But like, she would whip Joni. Joni was 19 years old, and the foster mom would give Joni bloody welts. And you can see the belt print. But I called the police on the fake foster mom and quite a few times. Not as a little kid, but as a teenager, you know. But the cops always took her side. And the fake Gretna police. But, you know, the foster mom, you know, growing up, you know, dealing with being pressed on my pressure point, her pulling me by the ears and dragging my ears. Brandy would be victimized with the same abuse. For her to press us on our pressure point or pull us by our ears, or you know, the foster mom would bust my lip. And she would have rings on her fingers. I mean, like, but yeah, Star Bricker sitting there, you know, she attacks my intelligence and my, and claiming that I act like a child. She would do that every chance she get, like attack me with that every chance she get. But last I checked, bullying is freaking childish. And playing psychological games with people and manipulating people and setting people up, that's freaking childish. And I read today, and I knew before, that controlling people is a form of abuse. And what they've been doing to me is cyber abuse. Cyber stalking. You know, I don't even know Starbricker and Stephon Adams and all that, but I was forced to have to know them against my will because of them stalking and trying to control me. And before I knew that she was stalking me, she was documenting, you know, before I knew about it, she was secretly documenting everything I do and say. You know, and it seemed like she had been having this sick obsession with stalking, following, and harassing and trying to control me. And they keep denying being sex traffickers when they are. And why y'all feel like it's so important to try to track my every move? But y'all, they want me destroyed. I mean, they call up places and slander me and have me wrongfully fired and banned from jobs. They sabotage my housing. They would cause me to lose any support, friends, family, or anybody else. So, but they had this guy on TikTok that he followed me. He's supposed to be part of the TI community, and he followed me and then turned around and straight away immediately unfollowed. I mean, and he joined in on my live stream with me trying to ask for help. And it's like, damn, if a target is asking for help, obviously they need the help. You know, but I mean, and then I discovered on Twitter that somebody who I think that's supposed to be Christian and targeted and call themselves an unprofitable servant got hateful, and I think that person donated to me a time or two, or I don't know how many times, and I just discovered this evening that they got hateful and unfollowed me for no reason at all, you know. So and then they had somebody online that was trying to tell me that they heard on YouTube that I was a perp. And then they got hateful and blocked me on my own account. And it's like they didn't even give me a chance to explain myself or explain or defend my innocence. But yeah, if people would not bully or gang stalk, I heard that they gang stalk and try to set you up for homelessness, which will in turn set you up for if they can get you to be homeless, then they could set you up to either go to jail or to be shot and killed by police. And everybody will falsely paint. They already succeeded at keeping me forced isolated, and professed Christians don't even want to associate with me. They got people who say that they're Christian and targeted, and they unfollow and block me or avoid and stay away from me, and I never even contacted or did or said anything to them in my life. And you quote all these Bible scriptures and talk about how saved you are. You know, but the online stalkers are altering my pictures to look satanic and then show them to other targeted individuals and make them turn against me. And then they laugh and think the shit is funny. You know, they're smear campaigning and altering my pictures to look satanic. Or they will try to make the goofiest images of me. And even fake Stephon Adams and Star Bricker, they're using my pictures without my permission. My pictures and my videos to smear campaign and discredit and so if I get into an argument with a perp, they will hypocritically tell me and leave that perp alone when that perp is harassing me and I'm defending myself. But at the same time, they're stalking and harassing me and won't leave me alone and act like they have the fake license and authority to bully, stalk, harass, and trying to control me. And it's like, I don't know why you feel why Star Bricker, as jealous as she is, and she try to very hard to try to manipulate and she tries very hard to compare herself to be better than me or smarter than me or more intelligent than me or wiser than me, and call me stupid and retarded or at every chance she get. But she will high five and praise my twin sister. I mean, imagine if you're a married woman and you're gossiping about my every move. My every move. I can't even breathe air without them fake documented on that fake TI Watch website. And so, the fake Aquarium Doris perp threatened to be there in court right along with me. Like you really got that much time on your hands that you will really come all the way from Florida to Louisiana just to gang stalk me at court? Are you serious? But as I said, I don't even know if the fake Aquarium Doris, if she did make that call. And they want to say it's the stupidest thing to do, to trespass on private property or whatever. But I mean, as I said, I made a mistake and I didn't know. It was an honest mistake that I didn't know, and I won't make that mistake again. Try to sleep by a vacant house anymore. And I had no idea that homeless people squatting was considered illegal. But y'all hypocritical because y'all know that y'all intentionally gang stalk and harass me. But y'all don't consider that illegal. Nobody called my twin sister cruel for teaming up with the sex traffickers to call up my job and or contact the airport and have me wrongfully banned from the airport or have me wrongfully banned from fired from the job and everything. So y'all called up the airport and showed them my YouTube videos, but then you go and lie and say Candy quits jobs willingly. And I've been feeling so depressed and getting a lot of having really nobody to talk to. And on YouTube, it seems like, wow, 198 views, 0 thumbs up and all thumbs down, and and hardly any comments. And if they are, I might have a couple of supportive comments here and there, but everybody else is rude and trying to attack me. I mean, and all the attacks that y'all do online, and all the threats and everything, y'all not even bold to do this in person. Like, if you're a man and teaming up with women, and you're a man who has to team up with other men and women just to gang stalk one woman, and you think that makes you tough? You're a man, and you're not even bullying me alone. You got a gang of people to bully me and try to ruin my life. So y'all force people into homelessness, and they have nowhere to go pee, and y'all want to talk about, oh, Candy shits in people's backyard and all that, or she pisses and shits in everybody's backyard. But as many times as, I mean, as I said, I did not know that the laws were different. And I was in fight or flight mode. I wasn't even thinking, the idea of, I saw a place that said for sale and I thought it was legal and safe. And I thought it was the same way in Pensacola, So the only way that in Pensacola that it's like the only way in Pensacola that somebody would call the police is when gang stalkers would lie and say that they own that property. But certain homeless sleep spots in Pensacola with the for sale sign, how come it's not trespassing when the fake pretend homeless perps steal that sleep spot that I be at? How come it's not trespassing when they do it? And they had this homeless white female. I think it was her and some guy, and they had this big ass dog. And it was by 532 West Garden Street. And it was cold, and it was 2020 or 2021. And I think it was 2021, and I had just got out of the hotel room, and because of running out of funds and being back homeless on the streets again. And I had to sleep there a few nights. And then one day I saw the couple and the dog, they stole my sleep spot. And then me and them got into an argument. And then they lied and said that they've been there every day. I'm like, that's a lie because I had been here like the past few nights. And then they left. They had the dog urinate like all on the I don't know whether, since it's a business I can't call it a porch, but you know, I mean like all on the like the front entrance of the building or whatever. But they want to criminalize homelessness. You know, homeless people that have nowhere to go. And then that, like, you force targeted individuals to become homeless, and then you criminalize their homelessness when they're already suffering. And then people always talk about, they turn their nose up and arrogantly be like, well, we don't hire homeless. But then y'all, the same ones who lie and say that we're lazy and don't want to work. They're so arrogant about, we don't hire homeless. So to be homeless with nowhere to pee, nowhere to shit. Well, I mean, thankfully I don't doodle that much at night. But unless the gang stalkers do like forced urination or forced diarrhea, and then they hit you with weapons and cause you forced urination and forced diarrhea, and you're homeless and targeted, and then they set you up for a criminal charge, and then having no place where you could go use the bathroom. You know, so y'all evil. Y'all evil. Y'all can call me cruel all y'all want, but y'all fucking evil. And as I said, they think this shit is funny. And then Starbricker, you know, would come on my blog in 2020 and come and harass me, and she would unprovoked, and she would try to come harass me on Twitter. And as I said, now all she would do is talk bad about me behind my back, or if I release an ebook, she's the first to make fake bad reviews on all my ebooks. Jealous, and obsessed. If you thought you were better than me, why the hell you yeah, they got some insecurities. Excuse me. This is wrong. This is not right. For y'all to force somebody to be homeless, sabotage their job opportunities, all behind lies and false rumors and smear campaigns. Force them to be homeless and jobless, and then criminalize them being homeless. Rob them of any support system and go from person to person and manipulate everybody against you one by one. Even other targets are turning against you. And then, you know, I can't even have permanent housing again for the rest of my life because I already explained why. And the directed energy weapons and the vibrating is one reason why I can't have a permanent residence anymore. And everybody's pushing me to try again to get housing. And there is no more housing, really, you know. But that was evil and fucked up for them the gang stalking network to sabotage that apartment. forcing somebody to be homeless. And then, you know, you call me the Karen when you're doing the street theater, noise campaigns, noise harassment, one headlight, following me to get my mail, following me to take out the garbage. Soon as I can't even take a shower in peace or take a bath, the moment I take a shower or a bath, there goes the loud music. And then you're squeezing my damn organs. And they're vibrating my body right now. Y'all trying to kill me. And I have nobody really I could talk to. And people are extremely vicious online. That if people think you're crazy, then they think that you don't deserve to exist. Or they think you don't have a right to live. But if you allow somebody to have a stable life or a normal life, you know, if anybody is deprived, of course that would make any part of them crazy. Y'all doing this to people. Y'all have y'all needs met. And y'all hypocrites to the core. So anyway, yeah, like, I'm scared of being back on the streets Friday. And y'all taunting and harassing me about more jail time. I'm showing y'all screenshots of the harassment I received, and y'all still either won't believe me or you try to gaslight or try to switch the narrative. So, and y'all make it like as if I die, I would deserve it and nobody would care. That y'all are setting up innocent people. I mean, as I said, if I would have had a place to live, unless I was on vacation or something, I would have never had to set foot in any of the downtown hotels in New Orleans. Unless I had a job. Or unless I had a job or trying to vacation. But, you know, if I had a roof over my head, I wouldn't be quote unquote, what y'all want to say, trespassing. Like, being homeless, I end up being forced to have to do things that I normally would not do if I'm not homeless. When I have a place to live, I stay at home all day. And so when I was at that cabin in Bloomington where they gang stalked me and were trying to kill me electronically, the online stalkers complained about me being in bed all day and did not care that it was so hot that my phone was receiving alerts that it's too dangerous to be outside. They wanted me to die out in that hot heat. I mean, if I would go at 10 o'clock in the morning to try to go get mail, and within less than 5 minutes, I'm already suffering heat exhaustion. That was traumatizing. And it could get quite hot here in New Orleans over the summer. But people need to, the government needs to stop gentrifying, they need to stop gentrifying places to live and turning them into Starbucks. And it's like people are like degenerates nowadays because of Hollywood entertainment. brainwashing people. And like the loud music and whatever we see in movies and hood movies and TV and all that, the Masonic Black Boule Freemasons brainwash the black youth into as a system to, you know, brainwashing the black community to destroy our own lives. Like they might build a murder in the hood that makes it famous, and then next thing you know, Al Sharpton's fake ass is at the damn funeral, being a what do you call that? Because I heard that he's COINTELPRO. I forgot the name of it when they have like somebody that's planted there. Like say for example, if there's if there's peaceful protest, and then they have somebody that's planted there to stir up trouble, to cause chaos, and then everybody will blame the whole movement, you know. So my twin sister seemed like as if she was deep into the fake Black Lives Matter cult, you know, but don't even care about her own twin sister, me. You know. But I mean, the online stalkers encourage and allow my twin sister to bully and abuse me. But when I stand up to her by blocking her, oh, I'm so cold-hearted and cruel and evil. Like, she lied on me for our 39th birthday. She lied on me and said that I was being ungrateful when she sent me $40. And when I said that I didn't know if she was serious because she was telling everybody else, don't help me. And all the gang stalking games that all of y'all played, you know, I didn't know what to think. So, and then she had her cult followers like fake Kimberly Harper and all them, you know, cussing about me and going off. When it's like none of y'all business, you know? But I heard that some people consider the gang stalkers to be quote-unquote monitoring spirits. I'm not even sure if I believe in all that because it's part of the fake Pentecostal deliverance ministry thing, you know. But anything truth that I speak, y'all all mock, laugh, scoff at, and try to discredit. But a one-time mistake of trespassing on private property ain't got nothing on y'all malicious and intentional stalking, following, harassing, and slandering, and committing internet crimes for decades, for years. But you brag about how you never went to jail or you never been to court, but hell will you go. You will go to hell. You will go to hell. And I'm going to tell you again, you're going to hell. You in a whole damn cult. If you gang stalking and Mormon, that's 2 cults you're in. The gang stalking network is a damn cult. But it's diabolical and sick for y'all to falsely corner somebody into a crime or frame somebody or set them up for a crime only to have them wrongfully jailed or imprisoned and then torture you and deprive you in jail and MK Ultra you in jail or prison, only to try to manipulate for you to lose your soul, and they want you to become a perp. Either that, or you'll be in prison for life, or die in prison. But I'm really scared about having to go back on the streets Friday. Um, and having like nowhere to go. Having nowhere to go. And people don't even care about that. When I say I don't have nowhere to go, y'all be like, too bad. Not my problem. And other family members don't even care about trying to reunite and settle our differences aside. And they got too many selfish people in the family. Stubbornly selfish. Excuse me. I mean, it was Hurricane Ida, and Hurricane Ida, and my twin sister telling everybody not to help me, and I was forced to suffer out during Hurricane Ida. And then they got all fake and outraged when I said, well, my twin sister trying to have me blood sacrificed. Because who would try to coerce for their twin sister to suffer out in tornadoes and hurricanes? But she had a place to live, and all her cult followers gave her sympathy when it was hailing and raining and storming in Texas where she was living at. But that's what they want to do, marginalize and neutralize the target. This is the New World Order. Gang stalking is a bigger crime. RICO crimes and human trafficking, what y'all doing. Narcissistic abuse. Witchcraft, satanic ritual abuse. This is what y'all doing. And I'm just laying down right now and they're trying to squeeze my organs. The gang stalking network is trying to kill me. And they want me, y'all want me to die. And it's like people got a certain opinion about homeless people. They're extra abusive towards homeless people or people labeled mentally ill or people that's targeted. And even other professed Christians don't even want to help. They don't want to help. I'm not scamming anyone. And I never have tried to scam anyone. Y'all forced me to be undeservingly punished with homelessness, robbed me of my livelihood, and robbed me of a life, robbed me of everything. And then it's not fair for y'all to call me a scam and a fraud to try to fight back. Fight back from what y'all robbed me of. You got a place to live, and you conspiring with a sex trafficker to make your homeless twin sister lose her job. and you think the shit is funny. These people they're heartless and soulless. I'm not even trying to be a criminal. I'm just trying to survive. I'm really scared of having nowhere to go. I don't know what to do, and I'm freaking out. And as I said, next week I don't even know what the judge is gonna do. I mean, I don't even know if I will walk free or if they're gonna throw me back in jail. And it's like I'm having panic attacks, and I feel like I'm suffering inside. So let me get off of here. Um, I'm having a difficult time trying to verbalize and express myself. My anxiety is really high right now, and I don't have anybody I can really talk to for support